Hell yeah. I probably shouldn't swear in the first few seconds. Heck yeah. You see my toaster. Oh yeah. How we doing? I think I have everything I need. How do I have it on my, do I just promote it on my Instagram? How do I get the link? Gotta share out the link. Let me share out the link. Oh, hey everybody. How's everybody doing today? Welcome. Just sharing out the link real quick. And then we'll get back to the party. Where is this picture? There it is. Boom. How's everybody doing? What up? Jason, how you doing? This your first Toast Tuesday? Welcome. Glad you could make it. Always love my comedy. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just getting this link shared out. There we go. Boom. Boom. And music is... Oh, wow. It ended by itself. Perfect. Cool. All right. Welcome, everyone, to Toast Tuesday, episode 5, the live show where I make toast and talk about whatever. Talk about what's going on. Talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Random guy says toast. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Veer SFS, I remember you. Toast, welcome back. Ramen Reviews here for Toast Time again. Awesome. Thanks for joining, everyone. Today on the menu, we have country boule bread, I believe is what Giant Eagle is calling it. It's kind of the same stuff I've been using the past few weeks. I really haven't had time to go out and get my own loaf of bread, so I've just kind of been living off this stuff. But what's up, everyone? Milo, what's up? Thanks for being here. Everyone's here for Toast Tuesday. Appreciate it, guys. So without further ado, here's the country boule bread that we're working with this week. And I'm going to go ahead and get some of that toasting. We'll do the end pieces. Actually, I'll do one end piece, and I'll do one of this normal pieces that I cut in half. And say it with me, everyone. It's toast time. 3.5 minutes on the clock. And then we'll have some nice toast. How's everyone doing? What's going on with you guys this week? Everyone doing good? Jason's doing good. That's good. Didn't you know I liked Lego? Oh, we got into talking about some of my Lego collections last week. My favorite being the Lego Jawa Sandcrawler that's right back here. Can't really see. It's hidden behind the droid carrier. I'll move it out of the way. The Lego Jawa Sandcrawler over there. My favorite Lego set of all time. But yeah, I'm a huge Lego fan. Let's get political. Thoughts on garlic bread? Ooh, good question. I love garlic bread. Actually, what I was going to do for today's Toast Tuesday was make the toast, and then we have fresh vegetables from our garden in the backyard. We have fresh tomatoes. I was actually going to slice some fresh tomato, put it on the toast, and cover it with garlic salt to kind of make like a garlic. My grandpa used to do this, like just a garlic salt tomato on toast. It's delicious. If you've never tried that, get some fresh tomato, good tomato, none of those bad tomatoes. Fresh tomato, slice it up, put it on toast, or you can even toast it in a toaster oven with the bread itself, and then put some garlic salt on top of it. And it's like a garlic bread with this juicy, sweet tomato in there. It's awesome. So I'd highly recommend that. So I was going to do that this week, But then I had a pretty big dinner, so I'm not super hungry. So what I've got this week for Toast Tuesday is just some more of the homemade mulberry jam that I made a few weeks ago. Still holding up in the fridge. It's got a bunch of sugar in it and everything. But I'm going to continue working through this. And then, probably next week I'll try to do the tomato. I'll show you guys the tomato one, which would be pretty good. And then after that, we could get crazy. We can go back to butter. We could do Nutella. We could, let's see. That sounds delicious. Yeah, Jason, it is really good. If any of you can have a chance to put some tomato on toast, a little garlic salt. So they make garlic powder and they make salt, but garlic salt is different. They're like blended together and it's super fine. You just put a bunch of it on there. Also, life hack, if you've never put garlic salt on pizza, do yourself a favor, put some garlic sauce on pizza because it is incredible. When I was in college, the pizza place they had on campus, one of the pizza places always had just a giant shaker of garlic salt on their counter. So you'd go there late at night and you'd get pizza and then you just pour on as much garlic salt as you wanted on there. And it just brings it all together. And it's somehow, even though pizza is really, really good, somehow makes pizza even better. So would highly recommend that. So yeah, we'll get crazy with some of the stuff I'll start putting on toast soon. But thank you all for being here. I hope you're all having a good week so far. Tuesday is normally my least favorite day of the week, but that's why I started doing Toast Tuesdays so that I can enjoy toast, which automatically makes it better. And then I can hang out with all of my subscribers and followers and friends and everything. So that's, doing this makes Tuesdays a little bit better. But thoughts on chili and lasagna? You mean together or separately? Because that's an interesting, now I'm thinking about chili on top of lasagna. Oh, toast is ready. Or is it? Let's double check. What do you guys think? I'll let you guys say in the comments. Should I toast it more, or do you think this is a good level of toast on here? What do you guys think? Let's look at this one. What do you think of this? More toasting, or is that good enough? What do you think? You guys have to let me know. I think actually this one looks pretty good. It's hard. The lighting's making it kind of hard. And this one could definitely use some more toast. So you know what we'll do? I'll leave one out, put that one back in for a little bit. But let's see. Okay, go for it. A little more toast. Okay, interesting. Different. Okay, chili and lasagna different. Okay, I was worried you were eating chili on top of your lasagna for a second. I love chili and I love lasagna. I just don't eat lasagna that much because it's super hard to make. Sometimes if I go to a restaurant, I'll get lasagna. It'd be really good. I do love lasagna though. I'm Italian, so any kind of pasta and cheesy, saucy things I love. And then chili, a big fan of chili. All sorts of chili with beans, Texas style chili where there's just a bunch of meat in it. I'm from Ohio, so we have Skyline chili down in Cincinnati, which a lot of people hate because it's like a thinner, very sweet, almost cinnamony chili that people put on. They actually put it on spaghetti and they put it on hot dogs too to make like little cheesy conies, chili cheese conies. It's called Skyline chili. There's a similar one called Gold Star chili. All right, there we go. That's a good amount of toast. I'm gonna take this and going in on the mulberry jam. This stuff is so good, man. Mulberries are the surprising find of the summer. Who would have thought? Can't really get mulberries at the store. I was reading all about them, but a lot of times you can find places to pick them in your own neighborhood, depending on where you're from. So if you ever find some, they usually are, early July is when they're all ripe. You can pick a bunch of them and freeze them. And all right, here we go. First piece of toast on Toast Tuesday with a hefty amount of mulberry jam going in. Sweet. I think it's better every week. It sits in the fridge. Just sweet, but tangy. It's like, what does mulberry jam taste like? It's interesting. It's like a mix between raspberries and blackberries. And it's I mean, it's delicious. The flavor itself is just, it's a very sweet, tangy, at least with the amount of sugar that I put in this jam. It's sweet, but it's also kind of sour. It's like the perfect match of sweet and sour at the same time. Really, really good. But I would say the closest thing it reminds me of that you can get at the store is like a blackberry, kind of a blackberry-ish flavor with a little bit of the sweetness of a raspberry. Have you ever seen Jojo Rabbit? Jojo Rabbit is the movie about the kid who his imaginary friend is the guy, I don't think I can say on YouTube, the dictator from World War II. Right? That's the movie. He's like the little kid, and it's like a depressing comedy. I think of that as the movie. Yeah. I watched that on a plane to Italy, a plane ride to Italy once. It was really good. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a great movie. Just sad. It's just a sad movie. So when I landed, I kind of got off the plane and I was like, that's a bummer. And then I had a vacation and I was just kind of, my first few hours there, I was like, that's a bummer. But that's a great movie. If you guys haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, definitely check it out. Great recommendation. But it's very sad. It's a very sad movie, but so was World War II, and that whole period of time was very sad. So I'll put some mulberry jam on this next batch real quick. Let's see, what other things are there to talk about today? What have I been up to? The reason why I didn't do this last week is because I was in North Carolina. North Carolina. I may or may not have been visiting a big YouTube channel down there. Maybe I was, maybe I was not. But if you guys know any famous YouTubers from North Carolina that have, tens and tens of millions of subscribers, that maybe is where I was. So that's why I was not able to do this last week, but I'm back in Ohio now this week, which is great. I made my mother toast, and I had I had toast for lunch. Whew, I'm choking on my toast. That's awesome, Mr. Dude Guy, Man Boy Male. What kind of bread did you use for your toast? Toast is fantastic. That's my favorite thing about toast too, is you can have toast any time of day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, dessert. You can really make it whatever you want. Oh, you know what? I'm curious. Jason, hopefully I described mulberry jam in a way that made sense to you. Yeah, cried many times to it. Yeah. It's Jojo Rabbit's definitely a movie you cry a lot to, but it's a great movie. So watch it if you haven't seen it. White bread, classic. Can't go wrong with white bread toast. Cannot go wrong at all. That's basically what this is today. Is just like a country white bread. I think nothing fancy about it. A lot of times it's what you put on top of it. This is what I wanted to ask you guys this week. Who are some other YouTubers that you guys watch or really like? Let me know in the chat, because I have no idea. I get a lot of views on my shorts, my YouTube shorts, which I also post a lot of those on my TikTok account too. But then I also, have just been making normal videos on YouTube for a very long time. And so I never know. I think most people that are subscribed to my channel have found me from my shorts, but I also think some people have probably found me from my emoji videos or my other random comedy sketches or other things I've done. So there's a lot of funny people that come in, a lot of people that come into my channel for all different types of videos. So same water bottle, great water bottle. Actually, of course, I left this in another city, but it has a very wide hole at the top. So I actually 3D printed a thing that goes in the top here so that it just kind of pours out much more slowly and doesn't spill all over the place. Because I've spilled this whole bottle so many times. Guys, let me tell you, this thing is 48 ounces. If you spill this thing, it's like a tidal wave hitting whatever room you're like. I've spilled this and just drenched my couch and pictures and papers, and you just watch it knock over and you just give up. You're like, well, none of this is ever going to be dry again. So sometimes I get scared drinking out of this water bottle because it can hold so much water. Sliced bread. Sliced bread is great for making toast. Obviously, I don't think you can toast whole bread. What are your thoughts on scrambled eggs on toast? I love scrambled eggs on toast. And one of these weeks when I actually prepare more for this live stream, my goal is to have some scrambled eggs and do scrambled eggs and toast with you guys. One method I've been using recently, I was watching Gordon Ramsay on Hot Ones, the hot wing show, and they make him eat hot wings, and then they make him cook scrambled eggs for me. He does it really quickly because Gordon Ramsay has this really fast or really drawn out, complicated scrambled eggs, but he puts like creme fraiche in them, everything. But they make good scrambled eggs. So I took the same method as him, where you just crack eggs into a saucepan, put a bunch of butter in it, and then just keep it stirring nonstop until it's basically just a little harder than liquid when it's about to finish cooking. And then you just kind of pull that out of the pan on top of your toast. And let me tell you, it's the best scrambled eggs I've ever had. If you make the curds of the egg really small and you keep it moving the entire time it's cooking, it's just like this soft, rich, velvety texture. It's incredible. So definitely look up. He has a full video on it, but Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs. Definitely look it up if you haven't. Sid Vicious, cool, Matt. I enjoy your videos. You're good. Thank you very much for being here, Sid. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. This must be one of the channels, SFS Eclipse. I have not heard of them, but I'm going to look them up after the stream. I don't know. I'm guessing that's a gaming channel, or maybe I'm not sure exactly what that is. I have not heard of them. I never know how to pronounce this guy's name. That Jason, is it Trey? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Trey Rags. One of the funniest people currently making videos. He is one of the funniest people currently making videos. And I remember following him in early 2020 on TikTok, and then his TikTok got banned because he makes hilarious content, but he makes some of his stuff is controversial, but it's hilarious stuff. And so I'm glad he started to get a big following on YouTube. He obviously has a big following on Instagram. I don't know if he went back to posting on TikTok, but everyone should check out Jason's recommendation in the chat. I don't know if it's Trey or what, but he's hysterical. I mean, some of the funniest videos, and the way he always uses the sound effects when it's like dum, like the Vine sound effect, or like, and he's got a lot of characters that reoccur in his videos, like Red Shirt Guy and all these other characters. And he makes videos. They're like comedy sketches, kind of similar to mine, but he makes them much longer because I think he knows that he's funny. Like, he's really funny. So he makes longer videos because he knows people will keep watching them. I always get scared to make videos that are longer than like 15 or 30 seconds because I'm like, are people going to actually watch this video? Like, is it actually going to be funny enough to keep them watching that long? So I never make them that long, but he makes like these comedy sketches that are just absolute gold. So definitely, if you guys have not heard of Trey Rags, check his stuff out. He is hysterical. Milo says Boy or Mark Felton. Boy is incredible. What's his name? Andre? No, what's his name? Alexi. I think it's Alexi. Alexi is his name. I had a chance to meet him and Alex from I Did a Thing when I went to the YouTuber Boxing Creator Clash event. So Alexi was there with Alex, who was boxing in the event, and they were both out before the fight. And I bought a ticket that was right down in the corner, right by the floor. I wasn't on the floor because that's kind of like where all the YouTubers and rich people were. And I saw a ton of YouTubers there, and I was like, oh man, I want to come back to this and sit on the floor with all of them. It'd be so cool. But I was right by the floor, right near a tunnel where a lot of the boxers came out of. And so right before they even fought, Alexi and Alex came out. I think his name's Alex. And I was like, Alex, and he came over, and I was like, hey, like, what's up? I'm a huge fan. I had tweeted at him that week, and I was like, I tweeted at you a couple days ago saying I was going to get your logo tattooed on my leg. And he's like, oh, you didn't do that, did you? And I was like, no, I didn't. But I got to meet them both. Super nice guys. They came up in the stands and took a picture. I have selfies with both of them. And then they got selfies with a bunch of other people in the crowds. I think they were some of the only people that came up into the crowd and actually met with people besides Dad. Dad also did that. He was hysterical. But Boy makes some incredible videos. I wish I had the balls to make the videos that those guys make, whether it's going to North Korea, just a lot of the political stuff they do. It looks like they were just making a video about the fake weapon that guy used to kill the Japanese prime minister. It looked like they just made a video about that, so that'll be interesting to see when it's done. But they're one of my favorite creators. Just so good. Mark Felton. I've heard of Mark Felton, but I can't off the top of my head picture what kind of videos he makes. So I'll have to look that back up. Space with 2 E's sounds familiar. I've not seen it. Mr. Beast, obviously, I am familiar. Like I was talking about earlier, he may or may not be from North Carolina. Actually, this is one of the numbers worn by a contestant, may or may not have been worn by a contestant in Mr. Beast's Squid Game video. So this is my own little souvenir from one of the best videos I think ever made for YouTube, Mr. Beast's Squid Game. Here's one of the numbers from one of the contestants. So kind of a cool little thing I have on my wall and knickknacks there. Campamilia. That one I definitely have not heard of, so I'll have to check that out. Steve Wallace and Sophia. She's the truffle. She's the shuffle dance girl. Check her out. All right, I'll have to check both of them out. I don't think I've heard of either of them. This is the thing I love about YouTube is there are so many different creators that they could have millions of subscribers and still you've never heard of them. Which is why I'm always interested to hear what kind of other people watch, because I figured you could meet a bunch of different people. So, you could connect with. I could learn way more about YouTube just by listening to who you guys subscribe to. Yeah, there's a couple other channels coming in. Jarvis Johnson. I do know Jarvis Johnson, I believe. Trey. Jason says it's Trey. Okay, so it is Trey Rags. Okay, so I haven't seen that correctly. Dark Mater. What does that sound familiar? Where's my phone? I just realized I could have been looking up a lot of these on my phone this whole time to be like, oh yeah, that's who that is. Oh yeah, that's who that is. Let's see here. And of course, my phone's internet isn't working. Well, that's good. That's what you like to have in a modern country. A phone can't connect to the internet. Where are we? Oh yeah. Okay. That's it. That was it. Okay. Yeah. Hold on 1 sec. Sorry guys. I know this isn't very exciting, but I just want to make sure this guy is who I'm thinking of. Mark Felton, yeah, okay. I've seen this guy's stuff. Yeah. Mark Felton does a bunch of history stuff. He's great. I love all sorts of history YouTube stuff too. I did not meet Mr. Beast. I was not in the Squid Game video either, but I got to meet some people on his team, and I would have maybe met Mr. Beast and some of the guys from the video, but they were actually all off shooting the 100 million subscriber special video down in the Bahamas. So they were down there a little longer than I think they were planned to be, but that video is going to come out in 2 days. Their 100 million island video. Mr. Beast posted about it on his TikTok, so I'm not spoiling anything. But how young am I? No, I'm old. I just turned 28, so I'm very old. But I've been making YouTube videos, except for the gap when I was in college. I've been making YouTube videos since 2007, when I would have been like 13 years old. So I've been making them for a long time, but only started to get some traction recently, and still don't really know what kind of videos I should be making. I don't know what kind of videos you guys want to see, what kind of videos other people want to see. I like to make comedy sketches, but those don't perform very well as standalone videos. So I also like to do videos where I kind of do random challenges, whether it's just eating weird food or cooking things and other stuff like that. So I do have a couple planned videos that I want to make coming up. One of them potentially about what I'm going to call the unhealthiest fast food restaurant in the world. Ohio has Northeast Ohio, I should say, has a fast food chain that can be found nowhere else in the country that makes like the most unhealthy sandwiches and like burger sandwiches in the entire world. So my idea for that video is to kind of Mr. Beast my way up towards eating the sandwiches they have that I don't want to spoil it, but they are extremely unhealthy. But I want to kind of start by being like, this is a This is a Whopper. This is how many calories it has. This is how much fat it has. This is a double Big Mac. This is how, and then eventually work my way up to this restaurant where I eat this insane sandwich and talk about what it tastes like and talk about just how unhealthy it is. So if that sounds like something that might be interesting to you guys, let me know, because I will try to make that video as quickly as possible. Mr. Beast fast food kind of trash. You know, what's interesting, I had Beast Burger when I was down in North Carolina, and you know, they're made at restaurants like Red Robin or Buca de Beppo. Like they're made, it's all like ghost kitchens. So they're cooked in other restaurants and then just delivered to you. And I think it really depends on what restaurant is making it, because it can really vary, I think, from market to market or city to city, how the burgers are going to be. I will say the burger I got from Beast Burger was very dry. I got, I think, just Beast style or whatever. It was nothing super crazy. But then I got their Beast style fries, like the fries loaded with like onions and cheese and all this stuff. And those were fantastic. Although they seasoned the fries with like basically just cayenne pepper. They were extremely, extremely spicy. And everyone eating them was like, why is it this hot? It shouldn't be this hot. So that was really funny. I thought the fries were the hottest thing they had. They're even hotter than the hot chicken sandwich. It's pretty funny. But so, yeah, I liked some of it, didn't like other parts of it. But I think Beast Burger, like a lot of the ghost kitchen stuff, probably really depends what the place is like that's making it before they send it to you. All right. Other 2 pieces of toast are going in right now. Get the toast firing up. This is Toast Tuesday after all. I hope some of you are inspired to eat some toast this week. Doug's. Okay, hold on. I got to look that up because that sounds extremely familiar. Doug. I can't even spell Doug right. I'm an idiot. Doug. Okay, yeah. I'm very familiar with Doug. Yep. Yeah, that's a lot of the type of content that I've considered trying to figure out. I know people were asking me if I would ever make gaming content or reaction type content. People were asking me that last week. I know he does a lot of GTA stuff. I'm trying to figure out what I should do. You know, I like to try to make stuff that I like to make, and I don't want to force myself to make stuff that like I don't actually enjoy making. But it's hard because on YouTube you have to balance like, what can I make that I like to make that can still do well so that I can earn a living and keep doing this? And what can I make? And then how can I, you know, make it in a way that YouTube likes, so they push it out? Because now, obviously, if you go on YouTube's Explore page, every other video almost looks like it's made by Mr. Beast. It's got a dude on the front going like, and it says something like, you know, I built my own plane and crashed into a mountain. And it's like, oh, you know, and every video doesn't need to be like that. Obviously, a lot of people that you guys have said you subscribe to and watch, like they do their really own unique thing and they do it extremely well. But there are obviously people that know how to hack the system and game the system and make videos like Mr. Beast that go viral very easily. Have I ever heard of Caleb City? Yes. Very, very funny. Very funny creator. In fact, I believe I am subscribed to Caleb City. Let me double check. I don't subscribe to many people just because I actually go through my subscription feed a lot. Yeah. Oh yeah. Caleb City. He makes all this stuff about anime and video games, and that dude, that's the kind of guy I want to become. Like, he has 4 million subscribers and he just gets to make these hilarious comedy sketches in his house by himself. And then he gets to like make ads for companies that are just as funny as his videos. So Caleb is fantastic. I've been subscribed to him for a few years, I think it said, but he is great. So definitely check him out if you haven't. That sounds good. Great video. Is that for the fast food one? Thank you. That's good. I will, I am trying to make that soon. It's been something, I've gone through so many iterations of it where I was like, should I make it more of like a documentary style video where I'm like, sharing this fast food chain with the world that's never heard of it before, and like talking to people that own different franchises of it. And so I was trying to take it from like, should I do like an iDubbbz Airsoft Fatty style documentary about this place? Or should I just do a funny video where I eat the food from there and kind of work my way up to eating it? So it provides a comparison of like, hey, this thing is 10 times unhealthier when compared to a Big Mac, and people think a Big Mac's bad, so that's how I think I'm going to do it, just because I think it'll be more fun to kind of make it a quick paced thing. And that means I'll get to eat a bunch of, we got some burning toast here. I'll get to eat a bunch of different fast food too, and just get even fatter. So, all right, that one's going to have to go back in only a little bit of toasting on that one. But this guy, oh yeah, we got a little bit of burnage there. Ooh, hot. All right, put that guy in for a few seconds. You're gonna have to meet Mr. Beast and give him a kiss. Yeah. No, I think I missed my chance to meet him. But he's one of those YouTubers where if you're on his radar, like if you somehow come up on his TikTok feed or his Twitter or his YouTube, because he still watches a bunch of stuff. If you come up on his feed and you have over 1 million followers on a platform and he likes your stuff, he's the type of guy that would just call you up and be like, hey, do you want to come down here to be in this video I'm shooting? Or like, do you want to help me with this video I'm working on? He's very collaborative in that sense, if he likes you and if he knows about you. But he really only collaborates with creators if they have, 1 million or more subscribers. Because if you think about it, anytime someone's in a video with Mr. Beast, it's also kind of an ad for their channel because they get pushed out to 100 million subscribers now. And so it's like free marketing for their channel too. So maybe someday if I ever hit 1 million subscribers, I'll be able to be in one of his videos. That would be kind of cool. I feel like YouTube is becoming, this is Marsh Jello, which is a great name. Everyone has great names. It's so funny. Mine's just my name. I feel like YouTube is becoming more about numbers and less about passion. Your content has actual effort, but YouTube favors garbage. Yeah, I definitely feel like that sometimes, for sure. But I do think with the type of content that I make, like you can be successful with it, but I think it's much more difficult. So like, for example, I wonder how many people are on YouTube posting sketch comedy every single, oh shit. I'm gonna burn both pieces. Forgot about it. You guys got to remind me in the chat. I feel like there are a lot of people probably posting sketch comedy, but then you think about how many of them actually get big enough to be able to sustain comedy sketches. It's not that many. It's like Caleb, Joel Haver, Churdleys, and all this stuff, guys that do stuff with the Churdley crew. Like Trevor, what's his name? Trevor, the dude with the nose. I can't remember, but he's hilarious. Trevor Walsh. Like there are a good amount of them. I think the thing with stand-up, or not stand-up, with like sketch style comedy, the stuff I do, is collaboration is a huge part of it. Gus Johnson, he used to do a bunch of stuff. I think if I want to grow my channel by only doing comedy sketches, what I should try to do is to make videos with some of those people, because then a lot of their subscribers come over to my channel. People on my channel, even though I only have 20,000, who may not have heard of any of those guys I just listed, they would go over to their channel. But really, it would have to be me convincing some of these bigger comedian YouTubers to make a video with me that I'm in, because that would be great. And also, I just want to do that anyway, because as a comedian, you love collaborating with other funny comedians, and a lot of the people that rise to the top are just the funniest comedians on YouTube. But so I would like to have a successful channel kind of doing whatever I want, but it is tempting to try to make videos in the style of other people, because like, hey, this might perform well for the algorithm. So it's just a blend. But I definitely recently have probably been posting more stuff that, I don't know, my comedy sketches I'm passionate about, but I think I'm getting better at making my normal comedy sketches that aren't shorts, because I've gotten some help from my brother, and I think I've been putting some more time into them, but it really just depends. I should consider streaming video games. Yeah, someone brings this up every week, and I always think about it. It's super tempting. And the thing I always say is, like, I know it's not too late to start. Anyone can start streaming video games, but I go, if I start doing that too on top of all the stuff I do, would it be too much where everything I would be working on would get worse because I was just stretching myself too thin and doing too much stuff? But it is something I really want to do. I used to be on a live stream with one of my friends who was a Twitch streamer, where we would all play Dungeons and Dragons together live, and his Twitch followers would watch it. That was a ton of fun. But it's something that I'm definitely going to plan to explore at some point in the future. Idea, make an OnlyFans for toast. Great idea. Where I just post really good looking pics of toast with just like butter melted on them and everything. I'd subscribe to that. All right, let's get some more of this mulberry jam. If anyone's just joining us, we have some homemade mulberry jam here going on. What kind of bread did I say this was? Boulé bread. Bobby Boucher bread. I don't know. Here we go. Look at that, delicious. Very good. Only toast. Try streaming playing Spaceflight Simulator. I've always been very interested in a lot of the simulator games because they're just so realistic. Like the amount of time and effort that goes into making those games, I'm always like mind blown by. It just seems crazy to me. But I've never actually played them. I think the last one I played was in like middle school. I did the old Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I couldn't do that at all. I just crashed into buildings accidentally and stuff. It was not very good at it. USA all the way. Nice. What's up, people? Where are you? You are and in Matt Shaver's Toast Tuesday stream. I almost forgot where we were for a second. Are you a fan of the God of War games? I tried. So I like playing games chronologically. So I tried I think last year, they had the first God of War available for free on like PlayStation Plus or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, if I play God of War, I have to play them in order. So I went back to play the first one, and it was so old that it was like almost unplayable. And I was like, what am I doing? Where am I? What's going on? And so I want to play them because I know I would be a huge fan of those games because I love the whole, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like mythology that they're built on. I love all of that. So I really would like to play them. Are they PlayStation or Sony exclusive? I should check that because I have a PC now and I haven't plugged my PlayStation in for a year because I've just been playing on my PC. But if they're not, then I'll try to get them on my PC too. But I would like to play those games because I know I would like them a lot. If you have 1 million subscribers, the chat will go supersonic speed. That is true. I was watching Mr. Beast's 100 million subscriber live stream that he had up, which also it was hilarious because he was gaining as many subscribers as I have total every like 2 seconds. He was like, oh, we just gained another 20,000. And I'm like, it's taken me 10 years to get 20,000 subscribers. What's going on? Then he would like sneeze and it would drop down like 40,000. He was like, all right, you guys are messing with me. But he had a million people concurrently watching his live stream. It was insane. The chat like broke on YouTube like 4 times. It was absolutely crazy. So I'd be very happy with 1 million subscribers if I ever get there. I just want to get to 100,000 so that I can get a YouTube play button and then I could just be buried with that and die happy. I think 100,000. I mean, I already have 20,000, which is much more than I thought I was ever going to have. But now that I have 20,000, you always want more. I'm like, now I want to put a play button back there too, which would be super, super cool. You should eat a piece of toast in one bite. Oh yeah. I don't have, this one's too big. I would choke and die on stream. So I'm not going to do it with this one. But next week I'll get another end piece and I'll do it with that. I've done that a million times. Just one giant. Yeah, I know that one would kill me. It's 2D. 2D. What was that? I don't remember what that was related to. Have you ever played any of the Lego games? Yes. Legos. I played all the early Lego Star Wars games, which I'm sure are really bad compared to all the modern Lego games that have come out. And I actually have the complete Star Wars, old Star Wars Lego saga on my computer, and I tried playing them, and I was like, man, this game is old. I was like, I'm old. You know you're old when you try playing a game from when you're a kid, and you're like, Jesus, graphics are bad, the mechanics are terrible. But I'm sure the new Star Wars Lego games are fantastic. Thoughts on Great War? Wasn't that great in my opinion. Great War, is that a game? Or are you saying like the Great War, like World War One? Because if so, World War One was overrated. Is that Lion? Lion, what's up? Message retracted. I don't know what you said, but hey, how you doing? Welcome. I think they are Sony exclusives. Yeah, I think God of War is a Sony exclusive, unfortunately. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try to play it again. I need to. I've actually recently, for some reason, don't ask me why, I've been playing Fallout 76, which I'm a huge Fallout and Oblivion fan. And I got Fallout 76 when it first came out, and I I was like, this is the worst game of all time, which it was. If you watch Internet Historian has a great video called The Fall of 76 that just explains everything that went wrong with the launch of Fallout 76. It is so comical and the video is so good. Please go watch that video. Internet Historian is one of the best people making, him and his team, one of the best people making YouTube videos today. But watch this video about Fallout 76. It was so bad. And random guy, you got to go. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Have a good night. I really appreciate it for you being here. And so I played Fallout 76. It was terrible. And then they updated it a bunch and they added NPCs and they added all these characters. And I was like, okay, maybe it's better. And so I think maybe a year or so later, I went back and tried to play it again. And I was like, this is still just all right. Fast forward like another 3 or 4 years, whatever it's been. And I was like, you know what? I'll boot it up again. Why not? And I played online with this lobby where this other guy playing just came to my house, built an awesome house for me, gave me all of this stuff for free, and then walked me through the main quest line of the game so I could level up and drop a nuke. And I was like, he just did everything. And then he just pieced out and left. And I was like, that's incredible. Like now I have fun, like playing with random people on there or just like doing these other quests. So the game has come a long way from where it was, but that's what I've been playing recently. And I don't game nearly as much as I used to. World War I overrated on God. Yeah. Mustard gas. Mustard gas goofy. That would be a hard way to go, be mustard gas. Although I did like the movie 1917. I really liked that. The way they shot it and everything, the acting I thought was great. And then one of the best World War II movies, or not World War II, one of the best war movies of all time, in my opinion, is Paths of Glory, which is a black and white World War I movie starring, hold on, he was an actor, just died. And then his son is another old actor. What's his name? Oh, no. Famous actor. Oh, wait, hold on. The last name start with an N? I can picture their faces. But anyway, Michael Douglas is the son. I think. And then Kirk Douglas is his dad. Or it's the other way. But one of them is in this movie, Paths of Glory, which you have not seen. I believe it was directed by... Now I'm blanking on this guy's name too. Probably the most famous director of all time. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up because I'm an idiot. But that's one of the best World War I movies, best war movies of all time, in my opinion. Paths of... I'm gonna punch myself once I figure out who the director is. Stanley Kubrick. I don't deserve to be alive anymore after that. Unbelievable. Anyway, great movie. It's in black and white. And actually, let me just say, Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas is the dad. Michael Douglas is the son. Okay, now you guys know. If you've never seen that movie and you like war movies, check it out. It's a little slow at sometimes, but it's purposeful. My favorite scene from the entire movie is it's a shot of trench warfare. They have some scenes like this in 1917, but I liked it better in Paths of Glory, where they just show troops running in between no man's land from one trench to another. And the shot holds for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So every time you think like, okay, this scene's going to cut, it doesn't cut. It just keeps going. And there's just guys running across this field. There's explosions. There's lights flashing. Guys are falling down and dying in the mud. And it just holds the shot so long that it makes you have enough time in your head to go, oh, this war actually happened. And this was like a real thing that guys had to do at some point in time. And that's where it becomes really crazy, because you're like, holy crap, that would be so terrifying. So definitely, if you've not seen that movie, check it out, because it really kind of puts it in perspective. Because unlike World War II and a lot of these movies, like there wasn't a bunch of footage. There was footage of World War II, but there wasn't a ton. Or World War I, I mean. But it's it's really the way he shot it makes it feel like you're actually watching the war, which is really cool. Imagine seeing tanks on the German side and British overrated on God. Yeah. Do I have any of my World War II? I used to be really big into World War II, but oh yeah. I have all sorts of let's see, what's this? World War II, the visual history. This is a pretty cool book. This just shows really detailed pictures of all the different weapons and tanks and armor and everything like that. And then I got a whole bunch of other stuff down there too. And obviously, if you guys like World War II, you have to watch Band of Brothers too, because that's one of the best World War II related things ever made. Last piece of toast, fellas. Other than that, what else have I watched recently that I liked? Nothing. I watched a bunch of movies, but I thought they were all kind of fine. Except Wind River. I watched the movie Wind River. That was pretty wild. What is your favorite thing to put on toast? Butter. Butter, a nice high quality butter with salt, like coarse sea salt or kosher salt on top of it. Can't go wrong with that. Works with all types of bread too. Milo is still ripping on World War I, which is hilarious. But anyway, guys, I try to keep these around 30 minutes to 45 minutes, so that's where we are. Thank you all for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Now that I'm back in North Carolina, I don't have any travel planned for a while, so I'm going to try to do these every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. I have to get better about scheduling them on my channel so it actually comes up on your feed so you can be like, oh, yeah, right, he's doing a live stream tonight. But I'm going to try to keep doing them every Tuesday, and hopefully I'll continue to try to put out videos. My actual videos I try to post every Friday, and then normally try to post 2 to 3 shorts every week. Maybe this toast is killing me. It might be Monday, Wednesday for shorts, and then Friday new video, Tuesday live stream, whatever. But as always, if you like anything I make, please share it with your friends and family, because sharing my stuff goes very far to helping new people find my channel. And you never know, you share it with someone, they could share it with someone else who posts it in a Discord or on a Reddit or somewhere where my video pops off and I have one video really pop off, and then, I gain a ton of subscribers. I mean, I had one YouTube short that got 5 million subscribers, and from that YouTube short, I got 10,000 subscribers, and it got 5 million views, which got me 10,000 subs, which is half of how many subs I have today. So you never know when a video could pop off and be great for your channel. So thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the awesome questions and hanging out with me for the past 45 minutes. And hopefully it's 8 a.m. the stream start. Wow. Where are you? Like Australia? Thanks for all being here, Jason. Bye, Milo. Jason, yes. Thank you. I hope we'll be here next week too. I'll try to get the actually scheduled so you can set reminders or whatever. I'll try to do that like next Sunday. But thanks for being here, everyone. I will see you again next time. Peace.